friends, welcome. So today's video is going to be very interesting and it's going to be on Dwarka Nagri. But before I read the title of this video, yes friends, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, click on the bell icon that is just next to the subscribe button because that will notify you of all the new videos as soon as we upload them. And yes friends, if you like this video after watching it, make sure to click the like button and share it with your friends and family. So okay friends, now back to the video. So the title of this video is 9,000 years old world's ancient civilization Dwarka Nagri found underwater. This is an amazing video. And I am very interested to watch this because I do not know much about it. And even if you guys know it, you definitely should watch it because this is going to be awesome. So, okay, friends, let's go ahead and watch this video.
द्वारका श्री कृष्ण की सबसे महान नगरी थी। भारत के सबसे प्राचीन शहरों में से एक द्वारका को माना जाता है। इतिहासकारों के अनुसार द्वारका 9000 वर्ष पुराना प्राचीन शहर है जिसे भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने बसाया था। आज मैं आपको भगवान श्री कृष्ण के द्वारका नगरी के बारे में बताऊंगा जिसके अवशेष गुजरात के समुद्र में मिले हैं। श्री कृष्ण की द्वारका नगरी महाभारत युद्ध के 36 वर्ष पहले समुद्र में डूब गई थी। पौराणिक कथाओं के अनुसार द्वारका का समुद्र में विलीन होने के पीछे मुख्य रूप से दो घटनाएं जिम्मेदार हैं। एक, माता गांधारी द्वारा श्री कृष्ण को दिया गया श्राप और दूसरा, ऋषियों द्वारा कृष्ण पुत्र सांब को दिया गया श्राप। पुराणों के अनुसार द्वापर युग में भगवान श्री कृष्ण की द्वारका नगरी महाभारत युद्ध के तकरीबन 36 साल पहले समुद्र में समा गई थी। द्वारका नगरी के नष्ट होने की आखिर क्या वजह रही होगी? इस सवाल की खोज कई वैज्ञानिकों ने की और उसके जवाब भी ढूंढे। इसी खोज में हजारों फीट नीचे समुद्र में वैज्ञानिकों को द्वारका के महत्वपूर्ण अवशेष मिले हैं जो इस बात को प्रमाणित करते हैं कि द्वारका आज भी समुद्र में मौजूद है। कई द्वारों का शहर होने के कारण इस नगरी का नाम द्वारका पड़ा। इस शहर के चारों ओर बहुत ही लंबी दीवारें थी जिसमें कई दरवाजे थे। वह दीवारें आज भी समुद्र के तल में स्थित हैं। द्वारका को भारत के सबसे प्राचीन नगरों में से एक माना जाता है। द्वारका को द्वारावती, कुशस्थली, आनर्तक, ओघामंडल, गोमती द्वारका, चक्रतीर्थ, वारीदुर्ग, अंतरद्वीप के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। गुजरात राज्य के पश्चिमी सिरे पर समुद्र के किनारे स्थित यह द्वारका 4 धामों में से एक धाम और 7 पवित्र पुरियों में से एक पुरी माना जाता है। द्वारका 2 है, एक गोमती द्वारका धाम है और दूसरा बेट द्वारका पुरी है। बेट द्वारका के लिए समुद्र मार्ग से होकर जाना पड़ता है। भारतीय समुद्र वैज्ञानिकों का कहना है कि देश की पश्चिमी तट पर मिले पुरातात्विक अवशेष 9000 साल से भी अधिक पुराने हो सकते हैं। 2005 में भारतीय पुरातत्व सर्वेक्षण द्वारा द्वारका नगरी की खोज आरंभ की गई थी। भगवान कृष्ण की द्वारका नगरी से जुड़े दावों और अनुमानों के वैज्ञानिक कसौटी पर कसे जाने का समय अब एकदम नजदीक आ गया है, क्योंकि सन 2007 में भारतीय पुरातत्व सर्वेक्षण के निर्देशन में भारतीय नौसेना के गोताखोर समुद्र में समाई द्वारका नगरी के अवशेषों के नमूनों को सफलतापूर्वक निकाल लाए थे। गुजरात के कच्छ की खाड़ी के पास स्थित द्वारका नगर के समुद्र तटीय क्षेत्र में नौसेना के गोताखोरों की मदद से पुरातत्व विशेषज्ञों ने व्यापक सर्वेक्षण के बाद समुद्र के भीतर उत्खनन कार्य किया और वहां पड़े चूना पत्थरों के खंडों को भी ढूंढ निकाला। नौसेना के साथ मिलकर चलाए गए इस तीसरे अभियान के शुरुआती नतीजों की जानकारी देते हुए भारतीय पुरातत्व सर्वेक्षण के समुद्री पुरातत्व विशेषज्ञों ने बताया कि इन दुर्लभ नमूनों को देश में ही नहीं बल्कि विदेशों के प्रयोगशालाओं को भी भेजा गया था। और वहां से मिली जानकारी और कार्बन डेटिंग शोध के मुताबिक यह नमूने 9,500 साल पुराने हैं। विदेशी वैज्ञानिक भी इसके बारे में जान के काफी चौंके हुए थे। नौसेना के गोताखोरों ने 40,000 वर्ग मीटर के दायरे में यह उत्खनन कार्य किया और वहां पड़े भवनों के खंडों के नमूने एकत्र किए, जिन्हें चूना और पत्थर का बताया गया है। पुरातत्व विशेषज्ञों ने बताया कि ये खंड किसी नगर या मंदिर के अवशेष लगते हैं। विशेषज्ञों ने समुद्र के भीतर ही नहीं बल्कि जमीन पर भी खुदाई की थी और 10 मीटर गहराई तक किए इस उत्खनन में सिक्के और कई कलाकृतियां भी प्राप्त हुई। उन्होंने माना कि जमीन पर मिले अवशेषों की समुद्र के भीतर पाए गए खंडों में समानता मिलती है। पुरातत्व विशेषज्ञों के अनुसार इन खंडों का सिंधु घाटी की सभ्यता से कोई मेल नहीं मिलता और यह खंडों की बनावट और स्टाइल से पता चलता है। भारत के समुद्र तकनीकी विभाग के मंत्री मुरली मनोहर जोशी ने पत्रकारों को बताया कि ध्वनि चित्रों से मानव निर्मित शिल्प का पता चला ही है, साथ ही एक प्राचीन नदी का पता भी लगाया गया है। ये नदी करीब 9 किलोमीटर लंबी है और इसके किनारे पर ही ये प्राचीन सभ्यता के अवशेष और शिल्प पाए गए हैं। और समुद्र तल से निकाले गए शिल्प का भी कार्बन डेटिंग शोध किया गया, जिससे यह पता चला कि वो भी करीब 9,700 वर्ष पुराना है। ये शिल्प लकड़ियों का है और इसमें दरार पड़ने के चिन्ह हैं। मुरली मनोहर जोशी ने कहा कि उनके मंत्रालय ने इस खोज का अध्ययन करने के लिए एक दल बनाया है। ये भी पता लगाया जाएगा कि इस इलाके के दूसरे प्राचीन स्थानों से इसका क्या संबंध है। पुराणों और धर्म ग्रंथों में वर्णित प्राचीन द्वारका नगरी और उसके समुद्र में समा जाने से जुड़े रहस्यों का पता लगाने का काम पिछले कई वर्ष से रुका पड़ा था। भारतीय पुरातत्व सर्वेक्षण के निदेशक ए.के. सिन्हा ने कहा, पानी में खोज के कार्य के लिए बड़ी आधारभूत संरचना की जरूरत है। प्राचीन द्वारका नगरी की खोज जैसी बड़ी परियोजना के लिए समुद्र में प्लेटफॉर्म और काफी संख्या में प्रशिक्षित गोताखोरों की जरूरत होती है, जो पानी में गहराई तक जा सके। आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया के अधिकारी रहे डॉक्टर S.R. राव ने नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ओशनोग्राफी के समुद्री पुरातत्व शाखा में काम करते हुए द्वारका नगरी से जुड़े रहस्यों पर काफी खोज की। उनके नेतृत्व में किए गए प्रयासों से प्राचीन द्वारका नगरी का पता लगाया गया और कुछ अवशेष एकत्र किए गए। भारतीय नौसेना की मदद से द्वारका नगरी से जुड़े अभियान के दौरान समुद्र की गहराई में कटे छटे पत्थर और लगभग 200 नमूने एकत्र किए गए। द्वारका नगरी के समुद्र में समा जाने के रहस्य के बारे में पूछे जाने पर ए.के. सिन्हा ने कहा कि द्वारका नगरी का एक बड़ा हिस्सा समुद्र में डूब गया था, लेकिन इसके कारण के बारे में प्रमाण के साथ कुछ भी नहीं कहा जा सकता। प्रोफेसर आनंद वर्धन के अनुसार महाभारत काल से अब तक पुराणों, धर्म ग्रंथों एवं शोधकर्ताओं द्वारा किए गए अध्ययन में भगवान कृष्ण की द्वारका नगरी के प्रमाण मिले हैं। उन्होंने कहा, महाभारत में एक जगह पर द्वारका समासाध्यम वर्णित है। विष्णु पुराण में भी एक स्थान पर कृष्णा दुर्गम करिष्यामि का जिक्र किया गया है। प्रोफेसर राव के खोज के कार्यकाल में समुद्र के भीतर द्वारका में 560 मीटर की लंबी दीवार और साथ में उन्हें वहां पर उस समय के बर्तन भी मिले हैं, जो 3000 ईसा पूर्व के हैं। अच्छी खबर यह है कि द्वारका नगरी की खोज 4 महीने पहले फिर से शुरू की गई है। जहां खोज चल रही है उस इलाके को खंबात की खाड़ी कहा जाता है। खंबात की खाड़ी में ऊंची समुद्री लहरों की वजह से खोज में बाधा पहुंची है। वहां समुद्र की लहरें 2 से 3 मीटर प्रति सेकंड होती हैं। इस वजह से समुद्र तल का अध्ययन करना भी काफी मुश्किल है। चेन्नई में स्थित राष्ट्रीय समुद्र विज्ञान संस्थान के समुद्र वैज्ञानिकों ने कहा है कि समस्या से निपटने के लिए उन्होंने ध्वनि चित्रों का सहारा लिया। समुद्र तल में छिपे शिल्पों को निकालने के लिए निकर्षण उपकरणों का सहारा लिया जा रहा है। कहा जा रहा है कि खंबात की खाड़ी के द्वारका नगरी के खोज को भारत के समृद्ध और प्राचीन इतिहास को बताने के
Wow.
रूप में पेश किया जाएगा, जो कि बड़े गर्व की बात है। दोस्तों, आज बस इतना ही।
So, friends, this was amazing. I don't know about you, but I was so into this video because I remember when I used to read about excavations and archaeologists digging and finding things. Even when I was young, I would be fascinated. And when it comes to Dwarka Nagari and they're trying to find out about it under the sea, this is really, really very, very interesting. And as they said that they have been able to find quite a few artifacts and they are like 9,000 years ago. So that kind of proves, I think, that Dwarka Nagri was there. And imagine when this has been proved, that means Mahabharat and all those epics that read and we talk about God, Lord Krishna and everything, that means those all are true. But what is amazing is that gets me thinking that if this all is true, then the fights that we heard about, the Rakshas coming and attacking and the kind of weapons they used to use. Remember, if you've seen Ramayana and Mahabharata, they showed arrows which had special powers. One would throw an arrow which would go ahead and give rain or thunder or something, and then the other opponent would go ahead and throw another arrow which would probably give out fire. So imagine that all those things would be true. That means we were at that time so advanced, so powerful, that those things probably existed. Just like we say that probably aliens are there, there is people from outer space. Maybe those were that's what I think, probably those which we say as rakshas and stuff, they were probably aliens who came with power and we also had power, and that's the reason why we had such strong weapons. And it also gets me to think about, remember we watched movie which was like what was it about mutants, which was the one where X-Men, yes, X-Men. So in that X-Men, if you have found watched that movie, it shows that this man has, there are lots of others who have special power, and this X-Men has power where kind of blades come out of his knuckles. So that means all those things were true. Imagine, because they talk about Ravan also. So Ravan had like 10 heads. That means even that would be true. Ramayan would also be true. And maybe he was an alien who came from outer space, or he was a mutant. So with or a human who had some special superpowers. So oh my God, this gets me thinking. It's blowing my mind thinking that all those things probably were there, and maybe after years we something happened and then men had to evolve once again, probably earth was destroyed or something like that. But I mean, I can let my imagination go anywhere now with this information. But this was fantastic. I mean, getting to know that they've got artifacts, and I'm hoping that they have enough resources and more technology to go down and actually dig in and get more proofs. This is going to be fantastic, guys.
Very good video, and we have been wanting to know more about Dwarika, because when we, I'm not sure when this news came out, but I think it was definitely a couple of years ago when this findings were made that they have found
It
some
says it's like 2017. The
2017.
video was made in
So
2017.
maybe, as I said, in the last maybe 5 years, they have found
Yeah.
significant amount of material
Mm-hmm.
to say that yes, there was a huge city that is submerged,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it is very good that they said that they have done their own research and they also sent the stuff to outside agencies to verify, and everybody came up with around 9,000 to 9,700 years old. Now, that thing immediately proves that the scriptures that we have are correct, because the scriptures have been saying about this, right? You go and you find such a huge city, you find the pillars, you find the domes, and you find those things 9,000 years old, right? And you have the scriptures that are talking about the same thing. So that means there is some authenticity to it, that it is true, right? Any person, like many people, like I'm taking example of kids, when we say that Bhagavad Gita is real, any kid will ask, how do you know? Anybody could have written that book. So the question there was that, when anybody supports write a book, it will not be popular if the things of the time were not accurate. Suppose you write a book today about, creatures are flying and they have superpowers, and everybody will say, "Hey, this is fiction, this is all bogus," right? It will never fly. So whatever books we believe are true, that means something must have happened in that time where everybody agreed to those books, and that's what that knowledge is coming along. Of course, today, when we read, we say the question that we were asking is the same, that if at that time people had so many superpowers, they had such powerful weapons, and they had unimaginable powers, right? Other than the gods, everybody else also had powers. They were devas, right? They had the powers. A lot of people had the powers. People could meditate for a very long time. They could get, you know boons from the god, and they got more power. So there were things that were out of the ordinary, right? So when the civilization was so much advanced, how did we come to today where nobody seems to have any supernatural power, or nobody seems to have anything beyond what the laws of physics apply, nothing outside the laws of physics, right? Everything that we do can be explained by physics, but there's nothing like you can't explain. Like you cannot lift a cup with your mind, you cannot lift anything, you cannot move anything with the mind. So there is nothing today that people have that is not relating to physics, and that's the reason there will always be some mystery, that what happened to that superiority that people had, what happened to all those powers and abilities, where did they go? There is no mention of that in any book. All the books are talking about all these great things, but then where are they, right? And today many people then feel, hey, how do you contact God? And that is, I'm asking for innocent people. Like Rishi one time did ask me, how do you talk to God, right? So, and the books are there. So Dwarika tells us that there's something of value, there's something tangible. Yes, there was a huge city, there's proof about that, which means that we probably need to investigate more and need to figure out what actually happened. Okay, the city is not there, that's fine, but what happened to the people of the city, or the people of that time, right? How come the powerful people of the time, they did not uh, pass on their traits or the knowledge to their children, and how come their children did not pass it on? So because if all that ability and the power was there, then things would have gone, because obviously after the Mahabharata, I mean, the Pandus came back, right? They were still kings. So what happened to their um, whole kingdoms, right? They would have their sons and their children, and then there are talks about this is a descendant of this, but then how come that descendant does not have that power? So that was one thing. But the beauty of this is that we have found something, and I think there is a vast opportunity for India to have the ability to take people down there so people can see and promote it, so that people say, wow, if you want to see something magical, you go to India, you will be able to see 9,000-year-old city. Right? Today we are talking about all these things, Taj Mahal and all that, but I think the Dwarka is even bigger than that. Right? We are talking about 9,000 years ago, right? Not 1500s or the 1700s. That's like 200 years, 300 years. We are talking about 9,000 years. So 9,000 years ago, if somebody can show you the city, we would like to see the city, and probably they can, obviously make arrangements and do all that. Of course, it will take time, but I think there should be some focus over there where you actually look at what all it contains, and maybe all those things will provide some clues as to what happened. And as they said that it was unconclusive, they could conclude why the city fell down. What is the scientific explanation to that? And that is what they now, I think, want to find out, and it will be good for the humanity to know that our scriptures are true and it is tangible, because many times you read Bhagavad Gita and people say, hey, you need to have faith. If you don't have faith, then you should not be reading the book. That is fine. But now people can say there's something tangible. You can look at the city 9,000 years ago and the same thing is in the scriptures. So everything is true. And that makes the conversation easier and gives solid, kind of approval to agreement and approval and stamp on it and say, yeah, it is all real and it is great. And the fact that Lord Krishna made the city and then everything, it went down due to all the shrap.
Yeah, and that,
Yeah.
yes, Shrap by Gandhari and someone else also they said. But that was what I was thinking, that before we conclude this video, guys, food for thought, that means Shraps actually work. So be careful.
No, I think what it means is at that time, when they were magical powers,
yeah,
everything worked,
yes.
good and bad.
Yeah, good and bad.
But
So
today we don't have good, we don't have bad. Right? So at that time, if the good things can work, then at that time probably people had the ability
had
to
the ability that what they said would come true eventually. So
yeah.
that is also something to think about. So okay friends, we'll end this video on this thought that even words were so strong that they could destroy a whole city like Dwarka. So be careful. And we'll take your leave and we'll come back again with another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!